What we have primarily done is created thousands and thousands of wallet cards with the national hotline number on them, and they also include, these wallet cards includes indicators to look for that you might be interacting with a potential trafficking victim. And so what we're asking the trucking industry to do is become aware of this issue and then take action on it. And primarily we want truck drivers to become aware of this, because truck drivers are the eyes and the ears of the nation's highway. And so if these folks can see what's going on at the truck stops and at the rest areas and make those phone calls and give specific details when they call, we really feel they will put a dent in our country's sex trafficking issue.
So where your truckers can help out at their rest stops, they know who's coming in. You see a car pull in or a navigator pulling in. Why is a navigator pulling in with 10 girls in it and one guy behind the wheel? And all of a sudden you've got a bunch of young girls walking out in revealing or lingerie clothing and knocking on cabs or talking over CVs saying, hey, is anybody looking for a date?
We want truckers, when they call the national hotline, 1-888-3737-888, to be as specific as possible and give actionable information. And what we mean by that is that when they call in with those tips, tell us more details about what was suspicious, so that when we turn over these tips to law enforcement, they're able to open an investigation regarding them.
As an investigator, it's always details is what helps us. If you can, simple things that you can note: what's the vehicle, the color of the vehicle, the make of the vehicle, description of any of the occupants, the girls, how many, race, possible age that you think it may not be. If you can get a license plate, what state, what the plate is, that's fantastic. If you can get a description of who's driving it, who's in control of it. If you can take pictures say 1,000 words. And if you have a camera or an iPhone, whatever it might be, that's a fantastic piece of evidence and piece of information that we can use. It's getting involved that much. We're not saying go out there and grab the girls and try and drive away with them. No, don't try and rescue them on your own, but even the smallest little details that you guys have that can provide us with would help, and have helped to recover girls and save kids. And that's really what it's about. And every one of these kids that are recovered and saved, what you have to remember is you're preventing hundreds of rapes going on. Every one of these guys that we arrest, that's preventing hundreds, if not thousands, of kids of being raped and abducted.
The average age for a young girl to enter the sex for sale industry in the United States is 12 years old. And these girls need help. And sometimes even it's our young boys. These are America's children. And so what we are asking the trucking industry, the people who can help and make a difference, because they're out there. Pimps have identified truck stops as a great place to sell these girls. Truckers come and go. It is so easy for them not to think about it or worry about it. But what we are asking truckers to do instead is take a look at these young girls. Try and enter in, recognize that this is somebody's daughter, this is somebody's family member, and that you can make a difference here if you pick up that phone and call the national hotline. And so many people turn a blind eye to these girls. In fact, a third of them are usually runaways. They're coming from abused homes. These girls' lives from start to finish have been horrific. And so they need an everyday hero. They need someone to pick up that phone and make the call on their behalf, and hopefully it leads to their rescue.